Hello there, I'm Colonel Failure and this is Train Fever. Where are we? So last time around we started work on the glorious revival of Tewkesbury. Tewkesbury back in business, back number one. Well, no, not yet, but it's getting that way. So what have we done so far? Well, we've reorganised the station a little bit and got that. Well, I mean, we got rid of that horrific bridge that was causing me so much anguish. And we managed to earthwork ourselves out of the station. We've also merged the goods line onto the main line, which is, you know, a recipe for disaster, and then extended it through back as it was originally out to the coal mine on the other side of the tunnel. So our goal here is to get the goods going again. So hopefully today I'm going to get the goods working, and with sufficient frequency. That it actually turns a profit. That's the hope. Anyway, you know, chances are we're going to end up rebuilding things that have been demolished previously, and all being well, that will yield us a nice future where Tewkesbury is growing properly. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. Stay tuned, you'll find out whether it does or not. Okay, so first things first. The goods side of things comes out of this side of the Tewkesbury station. That's both goods and coal, which is something we need to be very aware of, because it's, I'm already having, this isn't going to work. You've tried it enough times to know that it isn't going to work. Anyway, what the hey, you know, we've done it a couple of times, we can do it a couple more. Dragon Rider needs replacing. Okay, right, well, it can hang on. Actually, is there any need in it hanging on? I'll set that up while you're not watching. I'll set those vehicles to auto-replace, given that they are the top of the evolutionary scale. I think we might as well just let them auto-replace. Right, okay, so 2-track station. Is 2 tracks going to be enough? I should say so. Right, here we go again. This is going to have an awesome ring of familiarity to it, isn't it? Right, now the challenge is going to be getting this track across the road. In fact, I think this might be a doomed to failure already. In fact, well, let's just take it. If it decides that it wants it first time around, we'll have that. And then of course we've also got we're going to have iron ore coming in from here. So we're going to want a rail link that comes in that side as well, and that might require a bridge. Let's put up a hypothetical here. Well, it's not even a hypothetical, is it? Let's just build the actual. Right, we only need 1 track. Any more than that will be excessive. I think we put it there, which is where it was before. No. Maybe if we put it here, that'll give it a head start on the corner. So that's where we're going. I mean, this is properly close. There should be no issue at all with this generating a profit. Let's go as far as there. And then see what we come up with. Right, it's either going to have to go under or over, possibly both, and then connect onto there. This is never going to work. There is not a prayer that this actually works. And I don't want to take it in the wrong way. If I take it, by which I mean I don't want to take it further up and then loop round onto the main line so that it can come and do its thing, because that's making the route too long. Look at all this traffic building up. Get on the train, you idiots. Right, let's back up here. How am I going to fix this? Well, I think over is going to be the path to victory. Let's see how we do. go to there. That doesn't even look like it's connected. It is connected though. Okay, cool. And then keep going up, and then maybe level off. Okay. Still not sold on this actually being able to connect to the station, but if it comes down to it, I'll move the station. Because this should work, you know. This is close. This is close to what we actually need. In fact, that's really quite nice. If that were to fit, hang on, it's suggesting it will fit. Never. I couldn't be that lucky. You're not that lucky. Yeah, I see. You've just got a. Okay, right. Look, that will work. If we. Okay, we're going to get rid of something that was working and replace it with something else. So if we bring in, it might mean that we basically leave that side of the track as nothing but iron all the time. Basically an unimpinged iron route. Well, there should be absolutely no excuses for anybody taking iron by road then, should there? All right, we'll take that. That's fun. That's novel. It's almost a straight line. All right. So now all we have to do is get the other line. We need an overtaking point on there, and as long an overtaking point as possible, because obviously we're going to run coal and goods down the same track. Let's take that as far as there. And then, what's the better way to go? The better way to go is on the left. There is some small concern with regard to how much time a train's going to spend waiting, but you know, we'll have to figure that out as we go. Let's have a look wherever you ended up there. Am I expecting this to work? Can I seriously expect that after all this time that this is going to succeed where previous efforts at goods have failed? Look, that overtaking point is far too small. You're going to end up with trains just stranded there for months. Needs to be longer. Okay, we might have made a tactical boo-boo here. Oh, unless we haven't. Alright, okay, we've got a plan B that's kind of forming a little. No, if you snap together, you'll be happy. Trust me, you will. Yeah, if you snap, you will be happy. Believe me. Yeah, you see, instead of leading this golf, just snap together. Snappity snap snap. Right, maybe a little bit more deletion is called for. We've all been here before, haven't we? You know, this is not new territory. This is you know, this is something that has been the backbone of this series. Is mucking about with track. Oh, now that's interesting. Ah, ooh, I think I might have just fixed my problem. Okay, now if you can merge onto there. Yes, I think I've fixed it. I think I've got the solution. So we're going to want a, given everybody wants to ride on the right, we have to put a signal. Let's put the signal as far up here as we possibly can. There we go. Okay, and then coming back down the other way, we'll put another signal on this end. Okay, that's one passing section there. Okay, you're going like, okay, right. What revelation have you just come up with that means this is going to have a fighting chance? This bridge has possibly got a little bit too much of a humpback in it, but I quite like it. Sorry, getting distracted. Okay, so we know already that the goods train is going to come up here, slide elegantly into the goods station, and come back down. Yes, everybody happy with that? Cool. Right. Equally, we also know that the passenger services that we run into wherever the heck we are, Tewkesbury, come in onto this left-hand side of the platform, which means the right-hand side of the platform is empty. So what I can do is, on the way back out with the coal train can come up here, switch onto the right-hand side of the track, and sail through a tunnel that is about to appear if the game will let me build it. Which means that we've got several different overtaking options. And somewhere around here there will be one that doesn't say terrain alignment collision. Alright, you're colliding at this end. Is there any way around that at all? Because if there isn't, then I'll just shut up and accept my fate. Okay, we can go as far as there, and it doesn't get unhappy. In fact, let's pull it in. Let's try it again. This is either. Oh, wait. No, we've got a collide. We've got a collision. It's colliding with the tunnel. All right, that's not going to work. Ah, well, it was a glorious dream while it lasted, and I don't suppose for a second there's any chance that you'll just kind of, do a right angle there, is there? Ah, what a shame. Okay, right, well, in that case, we're still just as woefully bad off as we were before. There isn't another way around it, is there? There really isn't another way around it. This is going to cause all manner of delays. What's the other option? The other option is it goes through on the same side the passenger services do. Maybe that'll work. Okay. Because, I mean, the thing about the passenger service, they turn around and they leave again. Because I'm a little bit wary of them blocking each other, you see. Now, all I need you to do is at some point here, just be happy with your life. There we go. That'll do it. Alright, let's do that. And then swing you onto... In fact, what I've done here is I've curved a little bit too far. I don't want to delete the whole tunnel. Look, we're at the perfection stage here. And you've come out pointing the wrong way. If you came out pointing straight... that would be okay. I don't want to delete it. But I want to do it right. Okay, fine. Oh. Right, straight line, please. Actually, and you know what? Since that will have changed the layout of the world a little bit, let's see if we get lucky on the colliding with the neighbouring tunnel. Anybody? No? Afraid not. Okay. Back to where we were. Right, let's go down to the other end now, because we know this will work, unless I've just hosed it, of course, in which case it won't work. Right, where are you trying to pull out? There? No, that's not going to work. Right, we can go to here. Oh no, you're colliding now. Okay. Now you're permanently colliding. Oh, this is disappointing. There's obviously a collision between the tracks inside the tunnel, but that can't be right. All right, hold on. All right, let's back it up and try again. Oh, how terribly, terribly annoying. No, not terribly annoying. All right. Look, you'll get as far as inside the tunnel, Without, oh no, not will you? There we go. Without a collision warning. Alright, cancel. Let us try faffing here with the landscape. If we can make the landscape a little bit more forgiving for this manoeuvre, then maybe that won't be an issue. I did try that from the right side of the track, didn't I? Yeah. Well, you had it, and you threw it away. Let's try it there, and just to see if adjusting the elevation at this goes in. No, that's not, that doesn't do anything. Okay, right, well, the other alternative is we could try building the other way, I suppose. So that's where it came out before. It'll be colliding with the tunnel. Yep. Nuts! I had it! Oh, for an undo button! What I wouldn't give for an undo button. Well, okay, maybe that's excessive. You know, my existence doesn't hinge on the presence of an undo button. Curvature's too high. You don't say. All right. This is a very direct and obvious lesson in build it right the first time. Back in the the very first episodes that I did, I spoke about measure twice, cut once, and that absolutely holds true. Just unequivocally holds true even now, is if you're going to do this at all, then that's going to cause a problem. If I hold a train here, there is the possibility that a signal will cause a collision there. I think the only thing that we can do now is we can try it. Okay. Yeah, I think that's the only thing that we've got left going for us is we're going to just try it out. Right, we'll bang you straight on the end. No, you've got no crossovers onto anything at all. In fact, you've got no crossovers on anything at all. How am I going to put a train on there? Oh, let's do it out the other side of here then. I've built high-speed track, perhaps foolishly, but it's worth doing. Do we want to build it there, thus precluding our ability to add anything further? Yes, we do. Okay, depot. There we go. This can be the new Tewkesbury depot, which is in a much nicer place. All right, so let's build some routes. Okay, this I'm expecting very little. Which is, of course, a total lie. I'm expecting this to be gloriously victorious. Add station over here, Tewkesbury West to Tewkesbury North, and this is Tewkes Iron. Oh, this all seems so horribly familiar. Okay, right, fine. We can get that running immediately. So let's get it running immediately. Buy a train. What's my heavy hauler? 84 ton, no, where are we? Tractive effort of 395 is the 6.6, which seems to have been the king of this particular burb for a long time. Alright, 6.6 it is. And then what are we looking for? Open wagons in which to take iron ore. Right, let's put, alright, 2652, 52, so it fills up more or less every time. No, there's no point in that. Let's put 6 on there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It can carry 78. Let's go more. There you go, 104. Right? It's a proper train, this one. I hope I made that station long enough. Right, let's bang it on to the Tewkes Iron. This dialogue could be a little bigger, just saying. Tewkes Iron, yes. Let's put it onto Ukes iron. Let's rename that, shall we? I'm sure you spotted the typo. Where are we? Here we go. No, alright. T-W-K-E-S iron. Okay. Right. There we go. Let's see, what's the timing on that one? 64 seconds. We have built a properly quick route there. Splendid. Alright, so I want you to say using line yes. Okay? Now maybe it will take my train arriving and leaving a few times for you to get that message, but that's, you know, your if I could bulldoze this iron mine, I blame well would. Where are you going? I think you're going down the road. No, you're going to the station. Good. Alright, cool. Alright, now, the frequency that train is doing its thing should mean that iron mine upgrades fast. Well, we will see in due course. So, next up, let's get coal on the move. Thank you very much. Yeah, done with that. Buy another train. Right, it's a 6-6, which we want, and then good open wagons. There isn't an alternative, is there? No, there isn't. There we go. Right. We haven't set the line up yet. All right, let's leave that open. Here we go. New line. Station 1, Tewkesbury North. Station 2. Tewkesbury branch. Okay, so this is Tewkes iron, and this is where the whole thing is just going to fall apart. Iron. There is another way. There is another way. There's very much another way if I can get those lines to connect. Right, hold on a moment. Hold on a moment. A plan is hatching. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. The thinking here was that we merge onto here somewhere. But actually that's not what I need. What I need is to merge in both directions. That's not going to do it. Train 5 has reached its lifetime and should be replaced. Yeah, alright. So don't worry. Okay, that's not going to work. The thing that might work, though, is 3 platforms at this station. Yes, actually, 3 platforms at this station might solve a couple of problems. Alright, hold on. Let's just wait for this chap to clear and then we'll delete the station. Meanwhile, back in the depot, you're costing me money and going nowhere. That's life. And pause it and delete it. Madness. And right, station, good station. Number of tracks 3. Oh, it almost wants to fit first time, which is nice of it. Okay, cool. Right, let's. How much are you deleting there? Oh, you're deleting the bridge. I'll get knotted. Delete this end and see if I can do it without deleting that bridge. I don't want to delete the bridge. The bridge is in as good a position as I could ever hope to get it. Come on, come on, work for me. That's not working for me. That's, you know, that's working against me. Look, I just want this. I just want this to work, you know, and as such, it really would be in your favour. Yeah, you see it colliding, but you shouldn't, because basically you can connect there. That'll just make you, you know, happy and full of joy, and you know, life will. And having recently deleted a station that I then reinstated, you know how I feel about this. Alright, okay, let's try an alternate route to success here. Let's build out a little bit more. Can we get a bit more road on there? Not in any way. Maybe that will do it. Maybe that will be enough. It turns out it was enough. Okay, cool. Right, track it up. You get a platform to yourself. Right, and then let's get a bulldozer out here. We are going to still we do still need these trains to be able to, or do we? No, we don't. Actually, they can run independently now. We can use dedicated lines, so they have a dedicated platform. So this is going to solve a couple of problems. Well, no, it's going to solve one fundamental problem, which is the trains colliding with each other willy-nilly. But what it does allow me to do is it allows me to leave the goods train sitting in the station until it's full, which means that the coal train and the iron train can just go back and forth as often as they like, and you know, get the job done. Right, Tewkes iron for some reason exists. How strange. Okay, right, well, let's... you've closed the wrong bit there, you fool. Let's get rid of that one, because that's not one we're running. And let's start a new line. Okay, cool. This is going to be Tewkes coal. It's going to go from here, and it's going to go to here. But we're going to want to send it a very specific route. Alright, okay, I'm excited about this plan. I think it's got potential and indeed merit. No, I want to stick the goods train on the branch. So let's put I just need a signal for kind of routing purposes rather than waiting purposes. Alright, so we've got a signal there already. Let's put another one by the side of it, because that's the only time that there's going to be any collision possibilities. You closed the wrong window again, you flaming Berg. Alright, so the theory here is that by making the goods train wait until it's full, Tewkesbury North 2, it doesn't really matter, does it? Let's send it down this side. There we go. Right. The theory should mean that we don't end up with constant jams in the traffic, right? Because that would be bad. Whereas occasional jams in the traffic is fine as long as they self-clear. So set a line on to Tewkesbury Iron. What do you mean you can't find a route? Oh, because there's currently no way out of the depot. Let's turn that off. Yep, you can do exactly what you were doing before. We don't need to worry about line 3 because those lines all merge further in anyway. Do we need to high speed the station? We could do just for neatness, but I'm not going to. Yeah, see later. Yeah, I mean that's going to make any of you OCD folk out there a little uncomfortable. My apologies, but you know I don't need to. Tewkes coal. All right. Right, so you're going to come, you know, pile driving out of here. We are going to need to check the signalling on the main line to make sure that we're not holding trains badly. In fact, coming up here, where's the signal? There's the signal. That's fine. That should be okay. Although we might want to add another one here just for passenger services. Right, so you immediately clear through that signal because he's gone onto the line that we need. That didn't slow him down at all. Now, don't get me wrong, that was a bit of lucky timing, but it's not a bad start. Interesting. We might end up having to give right of way to services we'd rather not. Because I want to give right of way to passengers wherever possible. Okay, what are you waiting for? Oh, you're waiting for the train to come out of the station. Well, that's acceptable. There we go, that should clear you up. That's splendid. There we go. In you go. Pick up some people. Trot on as you were. Where's the coal train? There's the coal train. So we're going to see what kind of mayhem this causes here. It's going to cut through. The passenger service isn't going to be too heavily affected. Coal train obviously carrying nothing. It'll get there. I'm semi-confident that that'll be the case. Alright. Okay, good. Seriously, people, use the train. I provide trains to pretty much everywhere. There we go, good. Right, okay, one more piece of the puzzle and then we can wrap it up for today. Right, and that's Tewkes Goods. Let's call it Tewkes Steel, because that sounds more mighty. Tewkes Steelio. Okay, add station. There we go, Tewkesbury North. Add station, Tewkesbury, whatever that is, transfer. Okay, cool. Now, we want to make sure you're going down the prescribed side of the track, which you are by default. That's good. Right, now, when you get to north here, right, full load. Right, full load. You're not going to leave until you've got the entire train packed. Now that means you're going to sit there for a while, but the good news is that you're going to not get in the way of the hard-working coal and iron trains. So let's, what should we put on there? Let's put 104. Is that excessive? Well, I bought it now, so it doesn't really matter if it is or not. That's what you're doing. Set line, Tewkes, Steel, rock and roll. All right. Okay, thank you very much for tuning in. We'll continue watching this for just a sec, but fundamentally, we're done here for today. This is going to take time to bed in. Next time around, we finish Tewkesbury off by sorting out its road connections. Oh, hello. What's going on here? Who are you waiting for? And secondly, who are you waiting for? You better not be waiting for each other. I have a sneaking suspicion they are, though. This is what I was afraid of. I mean, it can't possibly be treating this train as already engaged with the points, can it? Either of you making a move? No. Okay, right. You. Let's reverse it here. No, we're still showing red there. And, okay, this is so much for wrapping it up, huh? Okay, we're showing red. I've told this to go... Oh, it's because it's coming up the side of the track that the other train wants. Interesting. How am I going to fix that? Alright, I'm going to fix that by turning it around again. This is a one-time only problem. Can it get onto the side of the platform I want it on? No, it can't. Okay, right. So you're going to need to come back out, and what we'll do is we'll turn this coal train around. And actually, what I think about it, we're going to want some signals on there for when the goods train is actually, you know, if the goods train actually ever gets a full load and makes it into the station. Right. Once you come back this way... Stop, reverse, start, let's go. Now, the big question here is, how much exactly have I just confused the arse off this train? This is entertaining. Okay, right, what have we got here? Red light, that's fine. You're waiting for the passenger service to clear, which is also fine. Alright, okay, hold on. Train 18, go back to the depot. I've just confused you, alright? So let's send you back to the depot, and then you can come out again, and this time it's going to be, you know, glamorous and scenic. And it's almost worth trying to... No, we won't get a third station connection there, surely. If I bash you up there, no, see, that's not going to work. Alright, fine. So that means the coal train's now coming through, that's fine. Let's call up the depot and set you back to work. Set line onto Tewkes Steel. So the reason it's a problem is because this first time around it's going to have to come up the line that the coal train uses, which left them head to head. I could have fixed it if I'd managed to get the goods train running again just by backing up the coal train for a couple of minutes. That wasn't to be. That's not the end of the world. You carrying anything, my friend? Are you? What have we got? 2 iron. Okay, well, you know, hit capacity for a bit, and that'll your fortunes will change. Will build up the amount that you're doing. Come on, I want to finish the episode. Let's get this onto the right line, and then leave it waiting endlessly in that station to fill up, which is going to take, I imagine, ages. Whew. You know, I once said that I was going to make shorter episodes. Yeah, that was wrong, wasn't it? Okay, where's the coal? The coal train's only just turning around now. Right, there we go. Now, you get to where you need to go. Alright, so you're going to go out onto the third line there. There we are. Smashing. Good. Catch the train, get out your cars. And then it's going to sit there for a long time. Alright, thank you very much. I've been Colonel Failure. Tune in next time, where we're going to sort out the road situation in Tewkesbury. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I'll catch you in the near future. Thanks very much. Cheerio.